Liat gets a new chief executive officer, and in sport, TNT retain their title as Queens of Caribbean Volleyball. I'm Dawn Paris, and this is the Caribbean in 10 for Wednesday, August 2nd. I'll be back with the details after the break.
Join the Caribbean Broadcasting Union and its regional and international partners at the CBU Annual General Assembly, August 21st through 24th at the British Colonial Hilton Hotel in Nassau, the Bahamas, under the theme Digital Developments in Caribbean Media. Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Dr. the Honorable Hubert Alexander Minnis, will welcome delegates during the opening ceremony. Guyana's Minister of Public Telecommunications, the Honorable Kathy Hughes, will offer a keynote address on digital developments in the region. See the launch of the UNESCO-sponsored Manual of Social Media Guidelines for Caribbean Journalists, with guest speaker Jamaica's Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn. And hear from international media players about the new developments in digital television standards in Europe, the US, and Japan. And this year's Caribbean Broadcasting Awards Gala at the Atlantis Resort Paradise Island is not to be missed. Call 246-430-1007 to book your space in the 3-day conference and exhibition. Don't miss the CBU 48th Assembly at the British Colonial Hilton Hotel in Nassau from August 21st through 24th. Discounts on flights to the assembly on the official airline, Caribbean Airlines.
The woman who has been acting in the position of Chief Executive Officer of regional airline Liat has now been appointed to the position. Julie Reefer Jones, an accountant, is the first woman to fill the post. Prior to joining the airline as Chief Financial Officer in 2008, Reefer Jones held several senior finance positions and has more than 25 years of experience in the fields of finance and management. Reefer Jones said she's delighted to be taking up the new challenge and looks forward to Liat delivering an improved level of service to the region. She said financial delays are affecting all airline employees, including the executive team, and the airline expects the situation should improve by the summer months. A High Court judge will deliver his ruling in September in a case in which former international football executive Jack Warner is challenging his extradition to the United States on corruption allegations. Justice James Aboud was originally scheduled to deliver his verdicts on Monday, but lawyers for all parties told reporters that the judge had adjourned the matter to a date to be set in September. Warner was released on $2.5 million TT dollars bail when he made his first court appearance on May 27, 2015. He's charged with 12 offenses relating to racketeering, corruption, and money laundering allegedly committed in the jurisdiction of the United States as well as Trinidad and Tobago, dating back as far as 1990. Warner, in his claim, is questioning the procedure adopted by the Office of the Attorney General in signing off on the U.S. request for his extradition, which was made in May 2015. He's facing fraud and money laundering charges related to his 2 decades as a FIFA vice president. An aircraft with at least 13 people on board made an emergency landing at the Grantley Adams International Airport in Barbados today. There has been no official confirmation of the incident, but emergency personnel were on the scene at the airport. One media house reported that one of the engines of the unidentified military aircraft caught fire shortly after takeoff and had to be shut down, while another media outlet said the Hurricane Hunter aircraft was forced to dump fuel before making the emergency landing. There are no reports of injuries. An investigation is underway in Trinidad and Tobago into the embezzlement of $2 million from the Defense Force. Both the Minister for National Security and the Minister of Finance say that's the results of the investigation being decided on. They're awaiting the results of an investigation before deciding on the next step. We get more in this report from Kijan Haynes of TV6 News.
National Security Minister Edmund Dillon says he's awaiting the report from the Chief of Defense Staff to see what really happened in the payroll department of the Defense Force. On Sunday, the Defense Force revealed discrepancies of overpayments. 2 members of the TTDF are being held for questioning in Chaguaramas. It's believed as much as $2 million was embezzled. Dillon says the investigation will reveal if any procedures were broken and will give recommendations so it won't happen again. We asked him if he was particularly hurt given the state of the economy and the lengths to which government is going to pay members of the protective services. Any kind of embezzlement or fraud is a cause for concern, whether the economy is slow or not. Embezzlement is embezzlement, fraud is fraud, and I certainly condemn those actions, especially from a disciplined organization like the Defense Force. Members of the public commented on social media that the overpayments were a long-standing crime within the Defense Force, but Dillon said he had no knowledge of that. Meanwhile, Finance Minister Colm Imbert says he's leaving the investigation in Dillon's ministry's hands. Finance Ministry will examine the issue in due course, but at this time, he said, the ministry with the line responsibility is the Ministry of National Security.
Stay with us. Sport is next.
3, 2, 1. Rah! This is Dynamite from St. Vincent and the Grenadines inviting you to come out to the Caribbean Junior Monarch in Barbados, August 20th. Rah! When we touching at the place, everything is about sell off. Make sure you be there. Don't miss that one. August 20th, Barbados.
For more information, visit our website www.caribbeanjuniormonarch.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at the CJMC.
Trinidad and Tobago still hold the Caribbean Zonal Volleyball Federation Women's Championship title. They retained that title after convincingly beating host nation Jamaica at the National Indoor Sports Center on Monday night. It was their 6th successive title and follows on the men's team capturing their 2nd straight title and 3rd overall 3 weeks ago. We get the details of the women's win from C Sport.
TNT won the battle of the unbeatens hands down with a 3-0 blanking of the Jamaicans, winning the opening set 25-12. They had a little string of resistance in the second as the home team fed off the home support and kept it close, but still fell 25-16 in the second. Then, needing a win to stay in the match, the Jamaicans found the defending champions too strong and were no match in the end as TNT closed down the match with a commanding 25-10 beatdown to remain unbeaten throughout the tournament. The win is also a good confidence boost for the Trinidad and Tobago ladies as they face a much sterner test in September.
In cricket, West Indies opener Craig Brathwaite has praised his side's start to the Tour of England after they batted all day against English County Essex to surpass 300 runs yesterday. The right-hander scored 61 to be one of the 3 players to gather half-centuries, with Roston Chase top scoring with 81 and Jermaine Blackwood scoring an attacking 59 as West Indies ended the opening day of the 3-day first-class game on 309 for 8. Brathwaite, who put on 51 for the 3rd wicket with Shea Hope and a further 44 for the 4th wicket with Chase, said the guys bowled really well and he was quite pleased with the knock. And as they continue play today, he says the batsmen have to put on as many runs as possible. And that's Caribbean in 10. Join us again this evening at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Good afternoon.